Hey everybody, so it's Saturday and it's like totally quiet here. So I thought I would kind of go through and talk about some of the different species that we have, some of the stuff that you don't always see all the time, and stuff that's a little bit more rare. I know people get really excited when they come to the store and see some of these species. So for those of you that can't travel into the store to see them, I thought we could talk about them a little bit individually. So this is a little blue-throat macaw. We have both a boy and a girl available. Absolutely beautiful. So side by side, I know they kind of look like a blue and gold, but they are smaller. Okay, they do have blue stripes on the face rather than the black, and of course, they're very distinctive blue throat. They're a very, very nice species though. They're absolutely gorgeous. This is a species though that is protected, so we can only legally sell it to Illinois residents. But they are absolutely gorgeous. A really, really fun species. And then both the boy and the girl are super, super tame. We do have golden conures. Golden conures are also protected across state lines. This is one of the little babies that we raised last year, and we have decided to keep as a little store bird and an education bird because he's absolutely fearless. He will go to just about everybody. He's very easy to handle. He's not mouthy or bitey, so he's a fun one that we can do a lot of education with, that we trust around little kids. But we feel it's important to educate the public on some of these different species, and we have to do it with birds that we can trust completely and that have been raised in an environment to be successful. So over here we have our baby black-combed cockatoos. Okay, we have two little girls. These were both hatched last year. She's showing off her feathers. Black-combed cockatoos are one of the more rare ones that we have here at the store. They're really, really sweet. So they have the very distinctive red face and black feathering, okay? Eventually the beaks will turn solid black. These are from the same set of parents, but from different clutches. Both are very, very sweet, now fully weaned. But this is their first time hanging out together, and they're actually getting along very, very well, so it's been fun watching them. Over here we have our hyacinths. Okay, so of course hyacinths are famous. But we have two little girls. Both are very, very sweet, very cuddly. They'll just love on you all day long. So hyacinths are a species that if you decide to add them to your family, of course I know they are a little up there in price, but they are a big commitment. They have a very particular diet. They require a lot of macadamia nuts and whole nuts. Ideally a very versatile diet, just like with any parrot, but with these guys it's very, very important that they're getting an adequate fat content. Okay, they're highly destructive. That is a very, very strong beak, so you got to make sure you have plenty of toys for them, but assuming you do all of the appropriate care measures with these guys, gosh, they're probably one of the best companion parrots that are out there, because they are very affectionate. They're very docile, they're funny, they're goofy, they're decent talkers when they want to be, but they're absolutely gorgeous. We love having them here. These babies were hatched in July of last year, so very friendly. We've been with them since they were tiny little peanuts. We get a lot of inquiries regarding African grays, and this is not an African gray. This is a Pachycephалus species. This is an African Cape parrot. So if anyone were having trouble finding an African gray, this is a really, really nice species that might be a nice alternative for somebody. They're absolutely gorgeous. The females will have a nice bright orange head like this. The males will have a silver head. They can be pretty solid talkers. Of course, your Amazons and your African grays are going to be the best, but she's actually, this is Nala, she's a pretty good talker. Can you give me a kiss? Thank you. You say, good girl, good girl. But she's really, really fun. So anyway, guys, we appreciate your continued support throughout all this craziness that's happening in the world right now. But we are still here taking online orders for anybody that lives in the area. We are able to do a phone order and prepare the order for curbside pickup to avoid as much contact as we can with one another. For anybody that is potentially interested in adding a parrot to their family, we still are able to do so. We just hope that you can understand that a lot of it has to be done through picture and video. We're happy to do FaceTime so that you can really see exactly how the bird is being handled, so you know what to expect as far as their personality. As far as questions, I mean, we're here for you always. So if anybody wants to reach out about an existing bird that they have in their home, or if you're considering adding a parrot to your family, feel free to give us a call. All right, guys, stay safe.